guys, the journey continues to find you guys the healthiest options when you have to eat at fast food restaurants. Was this one a success? Stay tuned and you're gonna find out. You're watching LiveLeanTV. I'm your host, Brad Guthrie. This is Food Wars. This is where we analyze good foods versus bad foods and tell you which ones you should eat and which ones you should stay away from. We are continuing our journey on finding you guys the healthiest fast food alternatives when you have to eat out. We've been to McDonald's, we've been to Subway, we've been to Wendy's, and we've been to Chick-fil-A. We're now hitting up Tim Hortons. I've analyzed the information off of their website, and I have to say up front, Tim Hortons, get your game together. They included the calorie information and the macronutrient information, but they do not tell you what ingredients they use to make food. And as you know on LiveLeanTV, we're all about the ingredients that make up the food. But come on, Tim Hortons, show some transparency here. Put the information on the website like a lot of these other companies are starting to do. So everything I'm talking about right now is based on macronutrient information, not about the ingredients that go in. Although I can tell you, they tell you that MSG is not in any of their products, and they do have an allergy guide to tell you what's in it. And I have to tell you this, soy is in pretty much everything. So that should give you a good idea of what this is going to be all about. First of all, sandwiches. I've analyzed all the sandwiches and pretty much, you know what, they're all the same. They're all under 500 calories. There was none of them that really looked terrible. There was none of them that really looked that great. So I just wrote down what I would choose. I would choose the Toasted Chicken Club. And if you had to stay away from something, stay away from the BLT. So let's move on to the breakfast portion. Once again, these were all fairly similar in the macronutrient breakdown. The bacon, egg, cheese wrap is probably your best option. And an option you want to stay away from is the sausage, egg, cheese breakfast sandwich. That was 530 calories. Basically picked it because it was higher in calories than anything else. And the bacon, egg, cheese wrap was 320 calories. Let's get into the good stuff. The drinks. Hot chocolate and French vanilla cappuccino. 250 calories in one of these 10-ounce cups. 45 grams of sugar. So you may be going down the line and say, I don't want all that sugar. I'm going to have a real fruit smoothie. They're called real fruit smoothies. And this is the part that I had the biggest problem with. The real fruit smoothies, 300 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 67 grams of carbs, 60 of those are sugar, and 0 protein. Now you may be saying, but if they use real fruit, there must be fiber in there, so it must be good form of sugar. That's what you would think. Guess how much fiber is in one of those drinks? 0. There's no fiber in those real fruit smoothies. So that means it's all been taken away. So you're looking at a real fruit smoothie, macronutrient breakdown, 90% of the calories come from carbohydrates. There's no protein in it and there's little fat. What do you think that's going to be doing to your hormone levels? What do you think that's going to be doing to your blood sugar levels by having just that? And once again, this is another product that is branded as being healthy. And then the yogurt and berries. Sounds like it could be a healthy alternative. 160 calories, 2.5 grams of fat, 33 grams of carbs, with only 2 of those grams being fiber. Another thing, branded as healthy, pretty much just sugar. And now let's talk about what Tim Hortons is really famous for, besides their coffee: the baked goods, the donuts, the Timbits, the muffins. So if you're gonna have one, you may as well pick the one that you want the most, because none of them are gonna be good for you. But if you really want to cut back, the ones to stay away from are the walnut crunch donut, the strawberry vanilla donut, and the blueberry fritter. We're looking at around 350 calories for all of those, low in protein, and about 55 grams of carbs in all of those. The donuts that are better than those, the chocolate dip, maple dip, and honey dip, you're looking at 210 calories compared to the 350 calories of the other ones, and 32 grams of carbs compared to about 55 grams of carbs for the other ones. So there is actually quite a big difference there, but I can't really say that a donut is healthy. It's just the lesser of two evils. And then there's the muffins. Oh yeah, the muffins. The triple chocolate, we're looking at 450 calories, 67 grams of carbs, 43 of those being sugar. And then if you want to go a healthier alternative, when I say healthier, I just mean lower calories. We're looking at the low-fat double berry muffin with 290 calories and still 59 grams of carbs in it. It's just lower in fat. And then of course, the people who love the bread, the bagels. The worst bagel that you can have is the wheat and honey bagel, coming in at 300 calories, 60 grams of carbs, And then the best choice if you're gonna get a bagel is the cheddar cheese bagel. Yeah, the cheddar cheese. It's 220 calories and 41 grams of carbs, and I think it's a smaller portion size as well. So there you have it, guys. There's Tim Hortons analyzed. In my opinion, there's really no healthy options at Tim Hortons. The real fruit smoothie are the biggest disappointment. The donuts, there's no such thing as a good donut. There's no such thing as a good bagel. The sandwiches, the bread in them is all probably made with soy and other sugars that are not good for your body. So you know what? Although there's nothing here that stands out as being crazy high in calories, I would bet they're still using low ingredients and there's really no healthy alternative. Like there's no salads, there's nothing high in protein, low in sugar on this menu. I gotta say, Tim Hortons, a little bit disappointed. Get that ingredient information on your website. So hopefully enjoying this journey on finding the healthiest alternatives. Tim Hortons, I would say, not good. So far, I would say Wendy's and their options have been the best so far, but if you remember, they also have had the worst as well. So we're gonna keep this journey going. You guys have sent me in some other restaurants that you want to analyze. We're gonna get to those in the upcoming weeks. So hopefully you're enjoying this series. If you do like these videos, please click that like button right down there. Click the button up there to subscribe and down here to share these videos. And leave a comment if there's any other restaurants or whatever else you want to tell me in that comment section below. We're going to be back again tomorrow with another Q&A session. Stay tuned for that. We'll see you guys then. Cheers.